Before the book of Genesis, before the words of Moses were written, there was another account, hidden in the shadows of time. It is called the Book of Jubilees, a text so ancient, so precise, that it claims every event in human history was written down by angels before it even happened. This is no ordinary scripture. According to this forbidden book, the laws of the universe, the very calendar of creation, and the secrets of the angels were entrusted to Moses atop Mount Sinai. Not just the 10 Commandments, but an entire record spanning from Adam to the days of the promised kingdom. Jubilees speaks of heavenly tablets, cosmic records guarded in the courts of heaven. These tablets, it says, contain the destiny of nations, the rise and fall of kings, and even the rebellion of angels. But here lies the danger. The Book of Jubilees does not just tell the story of creation, it rewrites it, with details too strange and too dangerous for the canonized Bible. So why did the ancient church hide it? Why did it remain buried for centuries in the libraries of Ethiopia, while the rest of the world forgot it existed? And what prophecy does it reveal that the world is not ready to hear? In the Book of Jubilees, time is not a river. It is a perfect calendar carved into the bones of creation. Every event, every rise and fall, unfolds according to a divine clock no mortal can stop. Yet within this sacred pattern, there is rebellion. The Watchers, angels sent to guide mankind, break the covenant of heaven. They descend, drawn by forbidden desire, and take human wives, birthing giants whose shadow blots out the sun. Jubilees names them not as myths, but as a crime written in heaven's records. Noah's father, Lamech, trembles when his newborn son's eyes shine like the sun and his hair glows white, fearing he is not of man, but of angels. But Enoch's prophecy assures him, this child, Noah, will be the key to cleansing the earth. God speaks of a coming deluge, not as punishment alone, but as a reset to erase the corruption seeded by the fallen. In Jubilees, the flood is not just a story of survival. It is the severing of an ancient infection and the sealing of a renewed covenant. Jubilees reveals something Genesis hides. After the flood, angels are bound to obey a law, to never again mingle with mankind, a cosmic decree that heaven itself must honor. This is the part most churches never read aloud. The Book of Jubilees does not merely recount the history of the patriarchs. It unveils a hidden war between heaven and earth. Before the flood, angels descended, not in radiant glory, but in shadow and fire. Known as the Watchers, they were sent to guide humanity, but temptation took root. They saw the beauty of human daughters, and desire overcame their sacred oath. From this union came the Nephilim, giants whose hunger knew no end. But Jubilees reveals something Genesis whispers only in passing. These angels taught mankind the forbidden arts, sorcery, metalcraft, the signs of the heavens, and the secrets of plants both for healing and poison. Knowledge meant to uplift became the seed of corruption. The earth groaned beneath the weight of blood and war. It was this corruption that sealed the fate of the world before the flood. And in Jubilees telling, the angels who fell were bound, their names erased from heaven's record, yet their influence lingered. In the whispered rites of ancient priests, in the forgotten symbols carved into stone, in the darkness that men still call upon today. The text leaves us with a chilling question. Did the Watchers fall once, or do they still walk among us? The Book of Jubilees reveals a truth hidden even from the canonical Bible. Time itself is sacred, governed by a divine calendar known only to the angels. This calendar, divided into cycles of 7 years and jubilees of 49 years, is the rhythm of creation, the heartbeat of God's plan. But humanity fell out of sync. The priests of the ancient world, seduced by power and false wisdom, twisted the calendar, disrupting the sacred order. This was no mere mistake. It was rebellion against the very fabric of reality. The Watcher's corruption extended beyond flesh. It infected time itself. Jubilees teaches that breaking this calendar would bring chaos, plagues, wars, and divine judgment. And so the flood was not just a punishment, but a cosmic reset, a chance to restore the broken cycles. The book warns that ignoring this sacred time risks repeating ancient sins. It's a message lost on modern man, yet crucial if we are to understand the true battle between heaven and earth. In the Book of Jubilees, Noah is no ordinary man. His birth is surrounded by prophecy and cosmic significance, a beacon amid a world drowning in corruption. Lamech, his father, is terrified. The child's eyes shine like the sun, and his hair glows white, marking him as chosen by heaven. Noah is the hope for humanity's rebirth. He carries the weight of a divine covenant, a promise that the world will be cleansed and renewed. But this renewal is not just physical. It is spiritual, cosmic, and eternal. Jubilees reveals the deep bond between Noah and the angelic realms, a secret alliance to restore the sacred order broken by the Watchers. The flood, then, is not mere punishment, but a holy reset, washing away the sins of rebellion and impurity. Through Noah, the story of creation takes a new turn, one that promises restoration but warns of vigilance. The battle between light and darkness continues, echoing in every generation. After the floodwaters receded, the world was changed, washed clean, yet fragile. The Book of Jubilees reveals that God established a new covenant with Noah and his descendants, a sacred law to guard the purity of creation and the divine order of time. But this covenant came with warnings. The Watcher's corruption had left scars, and mankind must not repeat the sins of old. The sacred calendar had to be kept perfectly, the laws followed strictly, or chaos would return. Jubilees goes further than Genesis, prescribing detailed laws, not just moral codes, but cosmic rules tied to the cycles of the moon and sun. To break these laws was to defy heaven itself. This is why Jubilees was so dangerous to ancient powers. It reminded humanity of a sacred order, erased or forgotten. It exposed how time, law, and spirit are intertwined, and how rebellion against one invites disaster for all. The Book of Jubilees breathes new life into the stories of the patriarchs, Abraham, Isaac, Jacob, but with a twist only the angels dared to reveal. These men were not merely chosen by God. They were heirs to a cosmic legacy, charged with restoring the sacred order broken by ancient rebellion. Jubilees paints their journeys as spiritual battles, where hidden covenants and divine laws shaped their destinies. Abraham's trials, Isaac's blessings, Jacob's struggles, all are intertwined with angelic guidance and warnings of future judgment. But this is not the family story you know. Jubilees exposes forbidden knowledge about bloodlines, secret pacts, and celestial warfare that echoes through generations. It challenges us to see the biblical heroes not only as men of faith, but as warriors in an ongoing cosmic conflict. The Book of Jubilees breathes new life into the stories of the patriarchs, Abraham, Isaac, Jacob, but with a twist only the angels dared to reveal. These men were not merely chosen by God, they were heirs to a cosmic legacy, charged with restoring the sacred order, broken by ancient rebellion. Jubilees paints their journeys as spiritual battles, where hidden covenants and divine laws shaped their destinies. Abraham's trials, Isaac's blessings, Jacob's struggles, all are intertwined with angelic guidance and warnings of future judgment. But this is not the family story you know. Jubilees exposes forbidden knowledge about bloodlines, secret pacts, and celestial warfare that echoes through generations. It challenges us to see the biblical heroes not only as men of faith, but as warriors in an ongoing cosmic conflict. The Book of Jubilees is more than an ancient manuscript. It is a key to unlocking forbidden truths hidden for millennia. It reveals a cosmic timeline, a sacred calendar, and a divine battle raging beyond mortal sight. It challenges the accepted narratives, showing us angels who fell, secrets of time corrupted, and the enduring struggle to restore divine order. To read Jubilees is to step into a world where history and prophecy merge, where every moment is charged with meaning, and where the fate of humanity hangs in balance. In this hidden scroll lies the story the world was never meant to hear. But that veil of truth will never stop revealing.